What's up, man? How's it going? Top of the morning to you, Tanner. Tanner, Wizard Boy, what up? You taking any trades yesterday after live? Yeah, I posted it on my story. Yep. Go look at this. Go look at my TikTok story. You'll see it on there. What's up, Coop? Bias today? I'm still feeling pretty bullish, man, to be completely honest with you. Let's see how we react when we hit this gap up here. 4-hour gap that we're tapping into here on NQ. ES has this 2-hour gap up above us here. Put that there so we can see it. It'd be interesting. What's up, trading? How's it going, man? Top Step? No, I don't use them. I use Take Profit Trader and Apex. Those are the two who I'm max allocation with. And then I have Tradeify, My Funded Futures, and Alpha Futures evals right now that I'm working on. You feel ES or NQ today? I'm not really sure. Kind of see how, I'm going to wait and see how price looks when the market opens. Passed an eval yesterday. There you go. Passed. Going pretty good. Got to work on my patience today. Lost my edge a bit. Hey, you got this, man. The crazy thing about patience is it requires you to do nothing. Think about that. Just sit on your hands. How long were you trading before you became profitable? Who said I was profitable? Who said that? Curious how the market will react when Powell gets let go. Yeah, you should look into that process, how all that works. It's pretty interesting. I looked into it last year. It's kind of an interesting thing. Sorry, seeing the Ford Pinto just assumed. I know that's kind of a giveaway of the profitability, man. You see me with the two-tone Pinto, it's kind of like that dude definitely makes money day trading. I know I've grown as a trader because the old me would have taken buys with this crazy push. There you go. Yeah, just wait for the market to open. Wait for it to show you its hand. Let it tell you what it wants to do, and then agree with it and go with it. Who said I'm taking a payout, man? You're assuming. Do I look like I take payouts? I'm still working on my first one, man. My stop loss just got assaulted. It's not good. Beige and rust two-tone. One headlight's kind of wobbly. It's a little loose. If I hit a bump too hard, it might pop out. Should I switch to Apex? Top Step is making it so tough, especially with their lack of indicators. I would check out the Take Profit Trader. It does have an intraday trailing drawdown, which is a little... I shouldn't be sarcastic, Coop. I don't know. That's probably not a good... I don't mean to be sarcastic. It is just interesting how someone would assume that I'm profitable. Most day traders aren't, to be honest. But Take Profit Trader has intraday trailing drawdown, so that's kind of tough for some people to get used to. Apex has it too for their funded accounts, so that's just something you'll have to deal with. Tradeify is a good firm. I like Tradeify. I mean, I don't have a funded account with Tradeify right now, but I know Tradeify well enough to know that they're pretty solid. But yeah, I don't like being stuck with Top Step's platform. So I get why you'd want to make that move. I don't blame you at all, and I definitely would do it. He says, what would you say is the reason you're not profitable? I have been taking consistent payouts for the past 5 months now, something like that, 5 or 6 months, 4, 5, 6 months, something like that. It's over 4 months, 5 or 6 months on a regular basis. I mean, I just had another one hit at 740, 2K payout from Apex. See if I can show you without flashing my information, but I don't consider myself profitable because my standard for profitability looks different than a lot of other people's. I think that you need to be taking payouts every opportunity that a payout is available, meaning if you're on Apex, it's every 8 days. If you're on TPT, it's every day, or however you're scheduling that, available to take a payout every day for 9 to 12 months. Because anything other than that, in my opinion, anything less than that could be a fluke. Could just be you figured something out and you figured it out for a temporary period of time, and then you couldn't stick to it and you broke the rules. A lot of people have a problem with discipline, so they'll change mindsets, they'll shift mindsets once they start to see some success, and then quit doing the things that lent them the ability to achieve that success. So I have been taking payouts now for about half the time that I think is required to be able to claim profitability. If that answers your question. Yeah, 2K each account, Ryan. I want to be like you. Appreciate that, Noah. Just being, I think that's just, some people, Nathan, some people think that's too strict of a standard because, as Tristan pointed out yesterday, and he's absolutely right, the actual definition of profitability is you are making more money than you're spending, and that's totally true. Like I'm making way more than I'm spending, obviously, but the way that I would explain it is, let's say I make, like last month, I made $100,000, 106, 108, something like that. 106, I think is exactly what it was. Let's say I don't take another payout, and all I do is buy evals, blow evals, buy evals, blow evals, buy evals, blow evals. Obviously, it's going to take me a long period of time to reach that threshold of $100,000 where I've spent more than I've made. But if I haven't taken a payout in 2-3 years, am I still profitable? Even though I've made more than I've spent? You get what I'm saying? So it's like, consistency is what profitability means to me, and consistency is only shown over 9 to 12 months of time. I think after 9 to 12 months of consistent payouts, of you developing a system that clearly works, that's when you can quit your job or, really rely on this as a main source of income. How long were you trading till your first payout? So I started on Forex, man. I started trading personal capital before I started with prop firms. I didn't start prop firms until October of last year. And I took my first payout, I think, around February. And it was from Top Step. Yo, I got Global Plus and CME data, and my book map looks so much different than yours. I know it's a setting thing, but it looks really grid-like. Yeah, you got to zoom out. BCS, watch if you can see. Let me type yes if you can see my mouse cursor on the screen over there. I might need to turn my brightness up. I can't tell. What's up, Joshua? How's it going, man? Yeah, exactly, Coop. Yeah, you can have one good month and live off it for the year. That doesn't mean you're profitable. That's right. All right, so go to this. You can click and drag this right here. That's probably what yours looks like. So if you drag to compress it some, it'll look different. You also put if you hover your mouse, you hover your cursor over this area of the book map and you use the scroll wheel, you can scroll out like that. That also zooms in and out. If you're too zoomed in, it'll look rough. So you got to monkey around with that to get it exactly the way you want it to look. I like mine to look something like this right here. Nah, Davis, we wait for the market to open before we take a trade. Purchased Bookmap yesterday and today it won't load. What is it doing exactly, Wild? Maybe I can help you with that. I don't have another job. This is my income, man. Yeah, NQ looks a little rough sometimes, like this. Does it look like this right here? This is how my you can monkey around with it to get it to look like this. You just gotta like play around with it until it gets to that sweet spot. I don't like the way NQ looks on it, but ES looks super clean. In the past 2 days, the book map data has been doing this thing where it's like blocky right there. The light map doesn't look like that, but the regular book map data map does. It's kind of weird. I think they need to issue an update or something. Are you able to say your strategy in a basic summed up way? Yeah, I can. Make more than you lose. And that sounds sarcastic, but it's not. Your risk management is super important. So my profit factor right now, I think it's dropped a little bit, but my profit factor is around 3. So for every dollar I lose, I make $3. So that's a risk management. That's a direct result of good risk management. The other thing is, in terms of actual setup strategy that I look for a sweep of a major liquidity level. I look for a V-shaped recovery. I look for a clear draw on liquidity in the direction that I'm thinking about taking the trade in. I want to see some sort of PD array form, so a fair value gap. Like to see a breaker block in that same area, potentially the fair value gap inside of the breaker block. I want to see a retest of that gap, and I want to see it respect the gap. And then when you have the clear draw on liquidity, you take the trade in that direction with stops relatively close to the bottom of that fair value gap or the top, depending on which direction you're going. And I heavily rely on the book map to give me added confidence that the trade is valid and wants to do exactly what I'm looking for it to do. What's the month looking like so far? About 20. I'm up about 24,000 so far this month. I honestly haven't done big numbers across each account, but the fact that I'm trading 25 funded accounts, it stacks up. I mean, it just compounds, man. I had I've already taken. I'm honestly not trying to brag, and I'm hesitant to even talk about money, but the only reason I do it is because I want you guys to know what's possible, because it's inspiring, and I feel like it's what we're all doing this for, is to try to make money and achieve some level of freedom. I've already taken 14,000 this month out of the market. Part of that is from obviously profits I made last month that I just couldn't withdraw because of the Apex rules. You got to wait 8 days. But on 6 of my accounts, I was able to take 2K, or excuse me, seven of my accounts. The 7th one hit this morning. So 14,000 total this month already, and we're only 4 days in. Plus, I've profited in terms of my actual P&L for the month so far. I'm up 24,000. So 24,900. I'm $150 a day from being eligible for my first ever payout. Your stream and thought process has helped me stay disciplined. I appreciate your streams a lot. Love from Sweden. Dude, I love that. Means a lot, dude. Messages like that are literally why I do this. What was the P&L from last month? 106,800 and something. It's kind of wild. What's the book map mean? So the book map is this right here. It's a piece of software that shows level 2 data. And level 2 data is basically where the resting orders are and where the market orders are being placed, the aggression of the market orders that are being placed. So this is NQ right here. It looks kind of jumbled up. I don't know why it's like splotchy like that, but that's NQ. This is ES. And it shows you where the brighter the red or the brighter the colors, the more orders. The blue, and then as it gets darker, that's less orders. And you can see on the map right here where there's orders lit up, 125, 123 of them are sell orders. You can see that on the right side right here. Up here you have 236 orders at the top, and then 213 of them are sell orders. So those are probably people's take profit levels being set right there, or people jumping into the market thinking it's going to reverse right there. So that's Bookmap. So I use this data in conjunction with ICT, basically the unicorn model principles, in order to take my trades. Yesterday it was pretty much off of a 15-minute inversion, that 15 that we created on that dump at market open, or prior to market open yesterday. Once we inverted that, the Bookmap was pretty clear that it wanted to pull back to a certain level to test that 15-minute gap. Took a trade right there. Could have held it a lot longer, but just got in, got out. Absolutely, Lorenzo. Yeah. Appreciate discipline. Helps me a lot. Thank you for the inspiration. Appreciate that, me. Appreciate that. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you guys too. Fernando, I appreciate you. Bro's got to be able to afford steak for the gains, dude. The price of meat, we got to do something about that. Got to get DJT on the phone, tell him figure it out. Verse of the day before open. Amen. Let's do it. Romans 1:16. I am not ashamed of the gospel, because it is the power of God for the salvation of everyone who believes. Let's see where this one is. This one is Psalms 145:18. The Lord is near to those who call on him, to all who call on him in truth. Like that. And one more for good measure. Isaiah 40:31. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. There you go. Yeah, the Kyle, I posted it on my story. It was once we inverted right here. There was a 15-minute gap. It was actually on NQ. We inverted this 15 and got to pull back into this range, and I longed it up to here somewhere. I posted it. I think the levels are also posted on there too, or maybe not. I entered the trade at 25,624. So it was right here. I'm going to mark this level 624. So it was right there on that pullback. And then got out at 25,652. Closed right there. So we got in down here, closed right there. Very quick. Very quick. It was a book map trade mostly, but it was off of that inversion. There was nothing, this level right here, there was nothing really below it. So that was why I was willing to take it. I bet we got a setup coming here out of this gap. Let's see what the, would not be surprised if we get a short here pre-market. I'm not going to take it, but Jeff, I was looking at the inversion of that 15. I wanted to see a dig into that 15. We were bullish on the day. We had massive bullish order flow going on. I know price wasn't moving that aggressively, but it was pretty much bullish the entire session after we reversed. And then what I saw on the book map was basically, if you're looking at the book map right now, you see how like it basically stops around this 68, 69 level. It was even clearer than this. Like there was nothing underneath it. If you're looking at this 68, 69 level, yesterday there was hardly anything underneath us right here. So it was basically clear that the book map just wanted to come down, scoop those orders, and continue higher. So that was the reason for the trade. If we had dumped, I had a pretty tight stop in there, but there was no orders on the book map below us that really would have led me to believe that was about to happen. So that was the whole reason I took it. Amen, Rachel. If you were to start again and wanted to be where you're at ASAP, what would you do? Hindsight, I would, for one, I would not trade my own personal capital. That was a huge mistake. I would not trade Forex. I would utilize paper trading to start, and then I would use prop firms like I'm doing right now. I would make sure I spent as much time as I could on educating myself about price action and different setups to look for, different confluences. And I would really focus on setting a strict guide of a strict rule set that you stick to religiously, because that is the most important thing of trading. You're going to learn how to read candlesticks pretty quickly. At least I did. But if you don't learn how to control your mind and practice discipline, everything kind of goes out the window. So that's what I would recommend, and that's what I would do if I was starting over. I'm surprised that the indicator didn't spot this one out. Clear sweep of major levels. London high, Asia high. Spotted on this. Maybe it's not going to dump. Maybe this is just a retest for higher here. I'm pretty bullish. On a 50K, how many contracts would you risk? I don't typically do more than one. I mean, if I'm only trading evals, Like if I'm just on an eval, I'll do 2 or 3 if the setup's perfect. But 1 or 2 is typically the sweet spot. But for a funded 50K, a lot of people, you know, I even say this, if you're new to trading funded, I say 1 micro for every 500 of drawdown that you have. But I personally, I trade a 1 mini. That's just kind of like the easy, cut and dry way to do it. Either one, Kyle. You said longing off the BB or the OB. Either one, order block or the breaker block. No, it's not a breaker. Thought process on overtrading. It's one of those deals, man, where you're just gonna have to get sick and tired of blowing accounts or giving profits back. It's got to hurt. At least that's how it was for me. It had to get to the point where the pain was too much, where you're just like, dude. The way I describe it is like you have a hammer and you keep hitting yourself in the head with it. And every single time before you do it, you know it's going to hurt, but you still want to do it to find out if it's going to work this time. And it's like, it's still going to hurt. Each time it's going to hurt. Isn't 1 mini against the Apex funded rules? No. 5. For 50K, 5 is the max until you reach your buffer. Can you take partials with 1 contract? No. You're either in or out. That's kind of the thing with these trailing drawdowns. That's kind of like, I haven't really been doing partials that often because of the trailing drawdown. So I'm either in or I'm out. How do I find the daily bias? I don't really, honestly don't focus on that too much, but I look at the higher time frame PD arrays. We're delivering out of a daily underneath us here, if it'll load. Get this to clean up. We're delivering out of this daily right down here. We tapped into this yesterday. Obviously, we're delivering into this bearish inversion. So well, that's something to keep an eye on. But that's kind of, I look at the higher time frame PD arrays to kind of get an idea. Yeah, I copy trade them all across the board. Apex has a 30% consistency rule, yeah. And a 30% in a E rule, meaning that you can't be in a trade that goes up 30% or more of your total drawdown, which if you're in a fresh account, that can kind of, you got to be careful with that. Like if you're trading 100K accounts with 50K accounts, that's how I've kind of violated that rule before, because you're willing to lose a little more on the 100K account. But you just got to be careful. We had news at 8:15. We had unemployment. Was it 8:15 or 8:30, something like that? All right, 30 seconds here till market open. Let's dial it in. 8:30, unemployment. All right, let's dial in. We're in this 4-hour right here. That's the 4-hour chart. Looking here at the 5-minute chart, we got 9 seconds till market open. I anticipate potentially coming down to get this London low, but I could be totally wrong. Closes at 10, I believe. The 4-hour candle closes at 10. Yeah. Yeah, I think this London low is the target here. We'll see though. And PJ's indicator, call this. Trading views lagging for some reason. Definitely London low. This is NQ. You're gonna borrow. I don't buy guys drinks. I don't know what you sent BCS, but the overlords didn't like it. I mean, I've done that, but not like somebody I don't know. The question implied that I didn't know him. Why do people keep asking about Mexicans? I don't know. It turned into a thing, Payne. I don't know. It's just a thing. Christian, if a plant is looking malnourished, would you move it into the sun for some protein? Yes, I would. What was the turning point in your trading? Discipline. Being okay with sitting here. Like before, I would have been taking this short, and it probably would have played out in this case. But rather than sitting here FOMOing or thinking that I have to get in on every single trade, just being patient, waiting for the market to kind of play out a little bit, tell me exactly what it wants to do, and then capitalizing on a clear movement. That was a lot more. That's been a lot more beneficial. I mean, this dump, I could have taken this. I hope some of you guys listened to me and took it at the beginning there. But that was what led to me being more successful. There you go. I don't know what's going on right now, but this is a major dump. A lot of liquidity coming in higher here, so be careful. I mean, I think it still could keep going, but there's a lot of liquidity coming in higher. Nick, this is NQ right here. I know. I'm keeping an eye on both. Blue must be my favorite color. Why you say that? It's a huge rejection right there. That's what I was saying with this liquidity higher. These could just be a retest here, but just stay patient. You wear it a lot. It's my school's colors. Carolina blue. Yeah, meme coin behavior for sure. Not really sure why this trading view is lagging so bad. This wasn't any scheduled news. Could just wanted to clean up that sell side. This is kind of the move that I was hoping for yesterday before we went long, but we didn't get it. I wanted to clean up the sell side and then didn't get them catch the move higher, but yeah, ES left London. Excuse me. Thanks to your short, I made 300, bro. Love to hear that, dude. Yeah, jobless claims were at 8:30, and they were better than forecast. I think we could potentially come down to this hourly gap down here. Just staying patient. Aggression to the downside here. Again. Yeah, there was news at 8:30, but I don't think this is what this move isn't predicated on that. That is a breaker formation. You're exactly right. Potential. That's the start of it. It is Matab. That is, and it's called. This is the name of the indicator, but you have to pay for it. You go to ChristianTrades TikTok account or his YouTube or Instagram. You can follow the link in his bio. It's 100 a month. Here's the link to it right there. I need to get some commissions from PJ. You guys just tell him Christian sent you. I don't need his money, man. Yeah, order book cleared out a bit. If you do get that would be funny to see. If you guys do buy his indicator after me telling you about it, go comment on one of his TikToks about the indicator that I sent you. I want to see if he says anything. That'd be funny. ES looks cleaner. I don't like that ES did not take London though. I'm not confident. NQ did clean up a lot of the lows, but I don't like that ES left London down there. I'll check it out, Tristan. I'll check it out. Oh, yeah, yeah. I just got your notification. Bro, dude, I love that spec. I've been wanting a gray, just a gray. I was looking at the Nardo gray M5s before I bought mine. That gray is sick, dude. It almost looks like a matte. That's so sick. With the orange, dude, that's dirty. That's such a sick spec. Said he got it in Montana. It was registered in Montana. Is that where he actually? Is that where he actually bought it? What and how is that in the top? It's an indicator. It's this ChristianTrades indicator. You can go to his link tree, which I'll send you right here if you want to buy it. It's $100 a month, but I highly recommend it. I'll turn these down. These are kind of creating a little bit of a cloud there on the chart. He lives in Texas. Texas is the place for it. Why is the trading view chart behind? The trading view's been lagging this morning a little bit. So I don't like executing on there. I'm in Houston. Who are we talking about? There you go, Juan. Juan, if you bought it because I showed it on here, you should comment on his TikTok. Say something about Christian sent me or whatever. Christian got me to buy this. Is this not a unicorn on the 5? Unicorn would be going in the other direction. A unicorn would have to happen after we swept the major level. Here you go. So if we swept this London low and got a V-shape out of it, that's where we could potentially have a unicorn formation. Could have had a unicorn at the top here after we swept the Asia highs, but would not get a continuation, wouldn't be a unicorn. What happened to Bookmap? It's I got it showing. Yeah, I mean, I think different companies call it different things. Travis, it's the same thing. Battleship Gray. Some companies call it Battleship Gray. Yeah, Brooklyn Gray. ES is kind of a little bit cleared out on Bookmap. So is NQ. So we'll have to just be patient. What indicators to use? I really just have been using this ChristianTrades indicator, but I use ICT kill zone and pivots to mark out my session highs and lows. That's what I do first thing in the morning. And then I use this FEG indicator when I'm lazy, just to mark out the gaps that you would see on the chart. And trading view is lagging, like those gaps right here. Having my biggest day today. There you go, man. And order flow, Pierce. Big order flow relier over here. Got the Bookmap flowing. Yeah, it's lagging bad today, Zach. Banked on that short. There you go, man. 2,600 times 3. There you go. First payout coming, man. That's sick. That's so sick. I could shed a tear. Honestly, I know exactly what you mean, man, and I wouldn't blame you. Most of the indicators on TradingView are free, Noah. It's just this is the only one I pay for, and the only one I've ever paid for. You're in longs right now, Candle Kid? Wouldn't recommend it with London low unswept, but it could play out. Christian, I'm at the point where I feel like giving up. I've been here before, but it's stronger now. What is it that's not working, man? I would say before you give up, try to do one thing. See, this is the London low move that I wouldn't have recommend getting in a long. And you got more liquidity coming in now to the downside, 68.55 level, which would be basically right before this London low. Try to switch up and do this. Take one trade. If you make money, regardless if it's only like 80 bucks or 50 bucks or 20 bucks, don't take another trade on the day. If you lose that first trade, cut your sizing in half, take one more trade, win or lose on the day, call it a day. Make sure that you're setting your stops at an appropriate level, and stick to that for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and see how it plays out. If you follow that, that's what I would do, and I think you will find success. So if price fell and hit 68.55, you would not just hit buy, correct? Yeah, no, I wait for confirmation. Can you do a quick double buy? Dude, I'm looking pretty shitty right now. I can't even see myself. What do I look like? Yeah, I'm looking weak. And I got coffee on my shirt. Yeah, not looking great right now. Somebody said you missed it, log off. I called this for most people in here. It's not the move I was looking for. Saving some for later, exactly. I'm going to let it absorb through my skin, Zach. I could tell you a funny story about it. I won't tell that story. It's kind of gross. Never mind. Nicotine. Some people are really addicted to nicotine, man. I knew a guy that would put it between his toes. It's gross. He'd like put a little cut and then stick a big plug of tobacco there and absorb it that way because he couldn't do it in class. Super addicted. Yeah. Bad. Do you reset the order flow? What do you mean? When we see him getting that pro car, I call him C-Bum Jr. Nah, I'm too old, man. Can't compete with those guys. Not willing to put my body through that either. Yeah, it's actually supposed to snow here today or tomorrow, I think. It's 37 degrees here, Randall. My apartment's not that cold, though. $32 empty villas on my desk. You only trade ES now. I took that trade on NQ yesterday, but I'm looking at ES right now because I want to see this London low get taken. What up, Evan? Class was good, man. It was the last day of class yesterday. Got a final tomorrow, final project due on Sunday, another final on Monday, and then my last final project due next Friday. You think you will invest your trading profits into real estate? Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah. TP's London low. I think that's a good TP. I think it's getting ready to come here in a second. There. Up. Did it hit it? I think it just teased it. As soon as I said that. PJ's calling for shorts on the 10-minute. The indicator is, or PJ himself is. I'm not looking for shorts right now. I'd have to see something really change on the book map. Book map clears out after this London low pretty much. Come on, there it is. You got it. There you go, Zach. And we could keep dumping, but right now what I'm seeing on the book map, I need to see some orders start coming in. NQ actually has some orders stacked up to the downside to 25,550. Down to basically the candle wick low right there. I think those are just stops. But we could hit that. That's why I'm not going to just take a blind long here. I'm just going to wait until we see a setup that we like and that we're looking for that's in our wheelhouse. Do have some liquidity coming in now down to 68.4750. You blew 2 fundeds. It happens, man. This is interesting. I don't trust this short that it's calling out there. I don't trust that at all. Could play out, but I personally don't trust it. No, last day of class is yesterday. I just got one single eval. I know I can get a payout. Dude, yeah, you can do it, Zach. I just know something's about to click with you, man, where it's just like, it's going to happen overnight where you're just going to be like, dude, I don't know what was going on, but I got it now. It's never going to be easy, but you're going to get to a point where you have something in place, some system in place that you're going to be taking regular payouts. I can feel it. You've been disciplined enough. You've been putting in the work. It's just, it seems like there's been some, you'll have days like I was having where it just, something goes off the rails slightly and then you end up blowing an account. And something's going to change where you're going to be able to correct that very soon. I can feel it. You're at that almost break-even stage where you're passing evals, you're getting to the funded, and then blowing the funded. That's a good place to be, believe it or not. Eric, I think that's a great call, man. If you're not comfortable with the market and what you're seeing, it's always a good idea to not trade it. Yesterday, that's how I felt. I called out that long yesterday off that 68 level. Was it yesterday? And a lot of you guys took it. Made some money. Might have been the day before yesterday. A lot of you guys took it. I didn't feel comfortable with it, and I didn't regret not taking it. If you don't feel super comfortable with something, don't take it. It's better to not feel comfortable and not take a trade than to not feel comfortable and take a trade and you lose money and you're like, damn, I knew something was off. I should have listened to my gut. So absolutely, I think that's smart. I blew 3 evals and 1 fund with a max payout. It's gut-wrenching, man. Had to handle the trailing drawdown. What I do is I trade 1 mini and I get out. I don't do partials. I don't let trades come back on me. I keep pretty tight stop. Sometimes, I mean, the end result of that is you do cut into your profits, but at the same time, you also lock in your profits and you don't go against your trailing. So, you know. Bought it from Auto Source Texas. Haven't heard of them. I'm gonna check them out. I'll check them. Keep that up for later. Any advice for scalping? Bookmap comes in handy tremendously with scalping, Jordan. I think scalping can really be beneficial. Check out a guy named Rips, R-I-P-S. I don't necessarily call him a scalper, but it is in that category, I would say, just that general category. He's an order flow momentum trader, and he's very successful, man. He shows all his brokerage statements. I watch him trade pretty much every morning. He's live every morning at 8 a.m. Eastern time. He's on Kick or YouTube or what's it called? X. Check him out. He's pretty effective. I like his discipline and his approach to the market. His name is RIPS, Rips. What's up, Jay? How's it going, man? Big Apex sale. Yeah, did they announce another sale? I know the last one they had ended. Milestone sale. Here we go. If you ever wanted to trade 20 accounts, now's the time to get them. Apex milestone sale, 84.40 all in, all sizes. It's a great deal, man. It's a great deal. That is definitely a great deal. Code CWT will get you that. Appreciate that, Jay. Good looks, man. I gotta change this music. There we go. Are you live every day? Can we try and trade with you? Yeah, dude, I'm live every day. It's not delayed. This should be. I'm looking at my feed right here on YouTube and on TikTok, and within half a second of me saying something, it's showing you guys exactly what I'm doing. So you should be able to, if you're looking to signal bot, you should be able to do it. I don't recommend signal botting, but that's, if that's what you're here to do, you're more than welcome to do that. I might not be in the trade, but like earlier when we were looking at this, I called out that we were going to be targeting that London low. You could have gotten in on that short. I think a bunch of people in the chat did. So just because I don't take something doesn't mean you won't hear a call out that might be beneficial and help you kind of view the market in a more effective way. Do I think we're going to reverse up? Evan, that's what I'm looking for. But I think that we could potentially come down to this low down here first. I don't know. The book map is a little unclear right now. Price is kind of just lulling right here off that big dump. So what I would like to see is a long. There you go, Adam. Yeah. Well, if you want to see the book map, you can definitely check out the YouTube because it's on the YouTube. The actual book map shows on there what I'm seeing. So it's youtube.com/@ChristianTrades Live. There's London low. Yeah. Let's see. We have potentially a little breaker formation here. If we get a close back above that level. It's cleaner on ES. Bookmap is super thin right now, though. How much is Bookmap, and is it genuinely worth it? Yes, it is genuinely worth it. And I would say if you're choosing between this indicator and the Bookmap, go with Bookmap all day long. They're both about $100 a month. Yeah, Adam, it's over there too if you want to check that out. Looks like this breaker might play out here. We'll see. If we get a close above this level, then this is a valid breaker. Barely, but it is valid. Thoughts on swing trading? I like it. I like the idea. I mess around swing trading on paper, trying to get a little better at it. I got a swing trade open right now on Meta, waiting for Meta to go back up. There's nothing to trade on NQ, bro. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your astute observations. Come on, Nick. What was your reasoning for taking the trade? This ain't gonna play. Are using week old 15-minute? Yeah, they're still valid. If they haven't been mitigated and they haven't been, you know, if it's like an inversion that, if it's still there, it's still valid. Which one are you looking at? The 15 right here? You're looking at one that's a week old. Trying to figure out which one you would be looking at. I don't know which one you're looking at. Thought it was still going down. What was making you, let me ask you this, what was making you think it was still going down after we had swept London? Jonah, they don't have hella rules against payouts. They do have some rules that are annoying, but if you trade responsibly, like I shoot for, you know, a $600 a day per account, and that gets me max payouts every 8 days. And I'm in almost there almost isn't a day that goes by because of the way my accounts are staggered that I don't have a 2K, at least a 2K payout hitting my account from Apex. Appreciate that credit. Appreciate that, man. And that's not an exaggeration. Like this morning, 740, I had another 2K hit. Yesterday, I had another 2K hit. So there's something to be said about being able to leverage 20 accounts. I think that's the whole reason I like Apex. If it wasn't for the 20 accounts, I would not trade them. So it's kind of hard to beat that. And same goes for Take Profit Trader. If it wasn't for their daily payouts, I might not trade with them either. Daily payouts are awesome. All right, Zach. Nice trade, man. That was a great short that you took there. How much money have you made from trading? How long have you been trading? So far, just shy, off of prop firms, just shy of 200,000. Give me 1 second. I'm about to wet my pants, to be honest with you guys. So let me run and do that real quick, and then I'll come back and answer more of your questions. I'm going to mute myself because I've made that mistake before. I started trading prop firms in October of last year, but I've been trading for over 4 years. So had some experience before I discovered prop firms. How much of the 200K? All of it was from payouts. All of it was from payouts. Don't wet, bro. I'll be right back. Make sure that I'm muted. We're looking super wiki right now. Yeah, not ideal. Linda and I am looking for longs. Thoughts on the new TradeFi Select plan? Haven't looked into it. Saw a post about it. I would imagine that they're limiting the payout sizes on that. Otherwise, they're going to get taken for a ride. Take Profit doesn't have limits. I think 10K a day is the limit per account on theirs, but I mean, people would be hard pressed to hit that. How many years? 4 years. Can you show the indicator? Yeah, Tristan. It's, this is the PJ Trades indicator I've been using. $100 a month. The link to it is right here. What's up, Pete? Oh, that's not it. Hang on. Let me pull it back up for you here. I hate how when I pin something, it goes away. How did I go through my first 3 years losing? Losing a lot of my own personal capital on Forex. What? I just copied it. Where'd it go? Oh, I meant to ask, since we got 500 people in here, might be able to get somebody that can answer this question. I'm looking for somebody who can clip parts of the live streams every day. Like if something happens or I call something out or I say something that might be noteworthy, that I could have the clip of it to be able to post, because I'm trying to increase the stuff that I post. And right now with how busy I've been it's been a little hard to create original videos every single day. So if I could clip something from the live streams to be able to post on a daily basis, or at least to archive to be able to post later on, that'd be sick if I could get somebody to help me with that. I'd probably pay per position or per video. And we could discuss that off stream, obviously, but that would be ideal. Trying to get you guys this PJ link. I'll leave that pulled up just in case. This is the link to PJ's yeah, if anybody's interested in that or knows who I can get in touch with, just shoot me a... Not well, Pete, what happened? Did you long it? Are you long in the pre-market and got... I haven't lost anything, Henry. I haven't taken a trade. Long TP anabolic would be up at this London high or potentially just this swing high. This swing high would definitely be the first TP. London high would be ideal. Got some big orders coming down. 68.47 level, 68.46 to 68.47. Oh. Yeah. You haven't been there, Pete? I think everybody goes through a little bit of it. Might be a no trade day for me. Not a problem, Ben. That's not a bad idea, man. No reason to force anything. If you can, shoot me a DM. Is it Antony? Shoot me a DM. I'm going to look through all the DMs that I get about that and see what we can figure out. I'll check your trading. I'll check your, as soon as I end the live, I'll check your message and respond to you. I appreciate you. People type in here like it's a Google search bar. It's part of the reason I do this, though, man. I try to be as helpful to new traders as I can. I had a million questions when I started too, and I didn't. I actually had to kind of do a lot of it on my own. So. Colin, I'm looking for a trade, man. Yeah, we're looking for a long. be a little rough go at it long and back through these through this resistance above us, but I think we can make it happen. I don't think we're done going lower though. We're tapping into this 15 that we created yesterday on that dump, and then we inverted. So it's a 15-minute inversion here. As soon as I can get my marks right. So we're tapping into this 15. I think we could potentially get along out of this, but I don't know how deep we're going to want to put, how deep we're going to want to push through it. We do still have, this is the liquidity yesterday that I wanted to see. Remember I said yesterday I wanted to see us take out this sell side before this move higher, and we never got it. I'm wondering if today is going to be the day that we actually get that, the cleaning up of this lower liquidity. Go look at TM Light more. I bounce between them. So right now what you're looking at is just the regular book map. This is TM Light. TM Light looks good. But you know, I bounce between them. Sometimes one looks clearer than the other. I don't know why it's doing this like choppy thing on the regular book map. Did you get stopped out on that, Pete? Can you pay me 10K? I don't think so, man. That's a little out of my price range. Yeah. Let me take the M5 to prom. I'll sell it to you, Evan. We can discuss that in DMs, Ryan. We can discuss that. I could trade you a Camry. Dude, Camrys are bulletproof. Actually a really well-made car, depending on the year that you have. Mid-2000s Camrys, bulletproof, dude. And I've seen it. I've seen somebody try to run a Camry into the ground. My brother drove one in college, and he did some wild things with that car. I only do the bodies, Jeff. Some people say the wicks. I only do the bodies. What up, Fitty? I got a lot of free time on my hands. I work remote. I don't need that much pay, if at all. Happy to help. How should I reach out? Add me on, do you have the Instagram? The Christian Trades Instagram? Add me on there if you haven't already, BCS, and shoot me a DM. Yeah, shoot me a DM on Instagram. Probably the easiest place to do. My TikTok is flooded with DMs, and so is Discord and all that. So I haven't had a chance to go through all of them. But the Instagram one, I'm pretty good at checking that. How did you learn all of this? Trial and error, and watching other people, watching a lot of YouTube. Learned a lot of the psychological discipline with, you know, setting rules and sticking to them. I learned that from a guy named PJ Trades. He helped me out a lot. Christian Bumstead Trader. Appreciate that. This is not gold. This is ES futures. I've done that. Accidentally placed a stop buy instead of stop sell. Yep. I've done that. I hate that for you, man. I can promise you, you won't do that again, at least not for a long period of time. I'm not being sarcastic. That's kind of how that thing works. You touch the fire once and you realize that ish is hot. The TikTok is the Instagram is Christian Trades Live. Put it right there in the chat if TikTok will let me. Pinned it. Not approved. Yeah, won't let me approve it. I'll just put the @ right here. Pinned. What is we doing, market? It's pushing out of this 15. Yeah, it'll definitely throw your psychology off. But you just got to bounce back, man. It's one of those things. It's just a little bump in the road. That wasn't actually on YouTube, Cato. That was here on TikTok. They said that they like. I never got a note. Usually in the dashboard, if they flag one of my lives or something, I'll get a notification in the dashboard. I didn't get a notification for it, so I guess they corrected it pretty quickly. Definitely was a mistake. Have not taken any trades. Nope. Why do you mark out so many fair value gaps? I don't. I mark out 1 or 2 of the important ones. The other one's an indicator. There's only 2 right there. That's the indicator. Marks those out just because I'm lazy. Yeah, it could have just been their algorithm for some reason flagged something. It might not have been that somebody reported anything. What would be the purpose of having that many? What indicators? There's literally not a single indicator active right now. I marked out this 15-minute inversion because it's a clear point of support, and this is clearly a point of resistance. So you have 2 levels here that are key marked out. What's the max payout, daily payout for take profit? 10,000. What does the book map usually look like when you execute a trade? How many orders? It won't. You're executing on book map, Jack? Is that what you're asking? I don't execute on book map. You said the 5-minute Pete on ES, set up on ES 5-minute chart at 9:30. No, I don't see it. Are you sure it was at 9:30? And you sure it was the 5-minute? No, I haven't, Cato. I have not. The most I've ever done in a day, I think, is 4,200 per account. I wonder why it's not. I have it turned on right now, and this is the 5-minute chart on ES. It usually keeps all the old setups that it marks out, but it doesn't have that one marked out for some reason. Not on mine. What's up, Sloan? No, we haven't taken a trade yet. Waiting for a long here. Oh, typically, like, there's very little, like, if we're taking a long, there would be very little liquidity to the downside and clear aggression to the upside. Like, right now wouldn't be a bad time to potentially be taking this long, bouncing out of this 15-minute gap. But this could be the accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution to the downside. So that's why I'm hesitant to get involved here. I want to see clear conviction here, because now you see there's orders coming into the downside on Bookmap. Those are making me hesitate a little bit. I'm not fully convinced that we're ready to go up yet. I want to mark this 15 on here too. Do I really need to mark this? Yeah, I'm gonna mark it. Batman, it's the ICT, it's a ICT indicator by PGA Trades. Aggression hard to the upside here on ES. Still some orders coming down to 68.56 level, below us 68.55. So we could get a little pullback here into this area, potentially. Kind of slowing down a little bit there. Yeah, there's that pullback right there. $68.53 now. Just yanked. There's 68.53. Getting flashes pulling this a little lower. It's just a little bit of momentum here to the downside, but I don't know that this is going to be a full dump. I think this is just a I think this is if anybody took this setup off of that indicator, this is about to get stopped. Some momentum here to the downside. There's that lunch low. We might get this to clean up these lows down here that I was talking about yesterday. I don't know. We just took that lunch low. I did call that AMD, didn't I? Accumulation, manipulation, and the distribution there to the downside. I don't know if that's as low as it wants to go, though. Dang, that you guys didn't tell me over there on the YouTube. That camera looks terrible. Let me fix that. Where's Missy in here to tell me to close my blinds? TradingView just completely glitched. NQ looks like it's pushing. Am I live every day? Yes, I am. You see the checklist again? It's an indicator. I can put it back up there for a sec, but it's an indicator. I'm looking at this. We're kind of getting a potential setup here. I don't know if I trust it. Potentially. V-shape enter out. No, don't enter now. Wait for confirmation of this breaker, because right now it's not. Got to get 2 minutes and 50 seconds for this candle to close above that, which would be a breaker at that point. Would like to have seen a gap inside of that, which we did just get. First presented is obviously the clear there, but this potentially is looking good. Need a candle closure here. We got 2 minutes till that candle closes. That's how it is, Benjamin. Welcome to my life, man. As soon as you need to go to class, you potentially get the setup coming. It has saved me, though. Honestly, it has saved me from taking trades that would have not played out, would not have played out. So. Minute and 40 seconds for this candle to close. Sorry. Keep that tighter there. Do have orders down to 68.51, which sucks because that would invalidate the breaker. I'm liking this more and more here. There's a little BPR forming right there. Need this candle to hurry up and close. 50 seconds. We'll get this candle closure. We get a tap back potentially into this BPR. Need the candle close first. 45 seconds. Then we would get a tap back into this area right here. And then potentially targeting these highs. God bless you too, man. Hope class goes well. 4 minute. Tristan's favorite time frame. Shorts off the 15. Why am I so delayed? I shouldn't be. Can't see a 4 minute. All right, we got the candle closure on the 4. Now I'd want to tap back into this range. this right here. We're gonna mark this BPR. Could just mark it as a BPR and do one. We'll just do that. Make this cleaner looking. Now let's see how it reacts if it does. The problem is, according to the book map, we do have orders stacked down to 68.52.50, which would be down in this range, which would negate this setup. So we're going to see big orders just came down there. So don't blindly take this setup. Let's wait and see how price reacts when it dips into this range, if it does dip into the range. You're long already. We have 15 minute above. I know, Santi. Yeah, we'd be longing into that. But Apex sale, all in for the eval and for the activation fee. It is $84.40. $84.40. Looks like this might play. Big orders just came in above here. We didn't get a dig back into this BPR like I wanted. Did get a tap into the breaker though. You could have taken this long off to tap into the breaker, but like I said, be patient here. We're tapping into a 30-minute that could cause some rejection down to the 85.55 level would be an interesting spot to open this long down into here. So let's see if we get a dig here. I don't know that we will. We have a lot of buy orders coming in here, pushing price up. BPR is a balanced price range. First time streaming since the holidays? No, man. I've been live all week. Might not get this dig. Nathan, I'm looking at this setup right here, man. Wanted to dig into this. The 68.55 level would be where I'd want to open this long and keep a pretty tight stop. I'd put my stop below this candle wick if I could get a dig into there. We do have orders coming in lower here that'll potentially pull price back down, but there are also some very large orders above us. A lot of buying aggression taking place on market orders. Got Friday today, time to revenge stream. Don't do that. This is PJ's indicator, yeah. It's not spotting this setup though. It spotted a long before this that hit stop loss, but this setup specifically, it's not calling out. This is a very ideal setup. If I'm not in this, I'm waiting for a dig to this where you see this line. I want to dig back into this before I'll get into this trade. But my stop, depends on what you're comfortable with. You could put it below this BPR. I'll probably, depending on my entry, if I do take this trade, I would probably put it below this candle wick on the 1 minute, which would be right here at the 68.50 level. That's where I would place my stop if I was in this, if I was taking an entry at this level right here. Let's see what we get here. No touchback, no trade. Yeah, don't do that. No, I do not have a limit order set. I don't typically do that. I wait to see how price will react in this range because we could just get an absolute piss missile to the downside here. Not likely, but that's the whole reason I don't set limit orders. And we very well could just, this trade could just run without us. Yeah, Harris, I try to do market orders only because I don't like, you get a random piss missile to the downside or the upside, it can just blow through your limit order and bring you directly to your stop loss, and that's not ideal. Just wait. If you're looking for an entry, wait to see how price reacts and the level that you're looking for. It's better to have a slightly late entry than to enter early and get stopped out. I don't think this is going to get a touchback. If somebody went long off of the, you did get a touchback right here. If somebody went long off of that, that would have been prior to the 4-minute candle closing. That created the breaker. So you could have done that, but it would have been a little premature. I still think we get a pullback to at least the 68.60 level, but that's not what I'm looking for. I want to pull back into this range because in order to put my stop where I want to put it, I need that level. What are you looking for your TP? It would be either this swing high, these two swing highs. You see these red marks. Ideally, you would look for London high though. I think this just keeps ripping. Yeah, Bryson, you're trading into a 15, but I mean, that's where the momentum is. I'm gonna turn this indicator off because it's not. Actually, I'm just gonna turn off the dashboard. How would I describe a breaker? Low, high, lower low, higher high. So you had this low, sorry, you had a low, a high, a lower low, a higher high breaker. Appreciate you, Cato. What'd you say? Nice. 900, I'm done for the day. There you go, man. There we go. Orders coming down to the 68.60 level now. Let's get a pullback here. I like to make it simple, KVN. I think that I would recommend that for most people, is stick to a strategy. Obviously, you know, I do trade other variations of this strategy. Old head's giving me free bread. Am I that old, man? Dang, calling me an old head. This is ES Futures, yeah, Jonathan. If you took this tap back right here, which would have been prior to the breaker closing, you got a solid entry on this. Oh, market makers. Gotcha. Getting a little chilly here, man. I had to throw a sweatshirt on. Hit you with the unk. Closed it early, no big deal, man. I mean, if you're up, that's fine. Stopped out. What trade were you in? I can find my sweatshirt. There you go. Nice and warm from the dryer. Yes. All right, Matt, let's take it easy, man. Have a blessed day. Do I think being picky with my trades has been a major part of my profitability? Absolutely. Absolutely. Huge, huge part of it. All right, Maya, appreciate you being here. 50 Shades of Gray, yeah. How many trades on average do you take per week? Typically 1 a day, sometimes 2 a day, sometimes none. No more than 2 a day. Yeah, I don't have class, so we're chilling. We're chilling. I do have a ton of studying to do, so I'm not going to stay on super late, but we'll stay on until 11:30. Yeah, you're overtrading, Nick. Do you think the indicator's worth it or not? I think it's worth it for people who are learning this strategy. They're relatively new to it, and they're having issues identifying setups. I think it's super useful for people like that. I think it takes a little bit of, it's not just a plug and play type of thing either. You have to decide what trades to take. Like this long right here would have gotten stopped out. There's different time frames have different success rates, and you got to, it isn't just it's not dummy proof. What are you in college for? I'm studying economics. Majoring in economics, minoring in Japanese, and minoring in real estate. It seems like the higher time frames, the like 1 hour, 2 hour time frames, and the 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute time frames work better, Pete. Is that what you're seeing too? Exactly, Nathan. No indicator alone is going to make you profitable. Correct, Nick. I would like it to dip into this zone, and I would like to see a clear respect of this level. And then I would like to get it to dig right here and start to reverse. And on the reversal out of this level here, I'd like to take a long, but I'm not just going to blindly long it. I'm going to wait, watch how it reacts. Just smack the 116. There you go, man. You a full-time trader? I don't know how that definition, I don't know how you define that, but I make my money from trading, yeah. Trading pays my bills. Up 30%. There you go, Alyssa. All right, let's see how it reacts in this level here. Still a couple orders down at 68.52. I wanted to see a deeper dig here. Might not get it though. Give me this dig. At least down to 55, man. Come on. $55. Thousand orders just got put down at 55. Thousand orders, and you're not going to take it? Thousand orders, and you're not going to take it. You know you want it. It's going to be a quick dip. I'm trying to make people think you don't want it, but you want it. You do want it. You do want it. There it is. You do want it. It's right there for you. It's going to be so silly if this doesn't take these orders, man. It's right there. He's flashing them too. He's like, please take me. Play. Come on. Patience. It's there, but I want to make sure that we're not going to go lower here. All right, we're gonna try it. It could go lower here because there are some orders that are a little lower. I'm gonna keep, oh man, I'm gonna keep a stop right below that candle wick. We'll see what happens here. Sells would be up at the swing high. He just put fucking 652 more orders below us here. Just came in just now. This could definitely go lower here. I'm gonna turn my execution marks off. Excuse my language. You're betting against me? No, don't bet against me. There's a lot of orders coming in there. Damn, come on. Take off like a big bird. Take off. Take off. The 53 level is the only thing I'm concerned about. We could get a dip. I'm honestly, this 53 level down here could get tapped, and there's nothing below that. I'll show you guys the book map real quick. This is part of the reason I'm like, he just threw that 1,000 order there. So this could easily hit that 53 level, but there's nothing underneath that. So he's trying to hold price down, whoever that player is. But I'm still confident in this trade here. I just hope he doesn't get his way. Those orders there are holding. He's flashing them like a dickhead down there. Excuse my language again. He's being a jerk, flashing those orders down there, trying to hold price down. Big orders coming in above here, though. There's a tug of war taking place here. Let's see who wins. I think these orders at 53 could get absorbed. Just hope we don't get momentum, any momentum created from that. NQ has some orders down there too that I'm not a fan of. TP is that swing high up at 68.80. Yeah, these 53 orders are about to get hit. So just need price to hit this potentially and go right back up because there's nothing underneath them. I'm going to clean this up a little bit for you guys. I have a hard time believing that these 68.53 levels won't get absorbed. But we'll see. What if we just got a rocket ship right out of this level to the upside here? Give me a rocket ship to the upside here. Send it. Send it. Nah, these 53 orders are teasing it, man. Yeah, need you guys to send this to the moon here. A lot of players getting active right here. Big order just came in, 68.54. Liquidity is all to the upside once it absorbs this 68.54, if it does absorb it. I need a strong rejection out of this zone. I need it to take off. I don't like the way this looks on the downside there, but we're going to speak life into it. Take off like a big bird. Like a big bird, take off. Come on. Oh, I'm chilling, man. You're really a master of patience. Appreciate that, dude. No YouTube stream? Yeah, it's live. People on there right now. I wish this guy at the 68.54 level, where he's getting ready to get filled. He just keeps flashing those orders. 68.54 is flashing these orders. I'm just hoping he doesn't create the momentum once he gets absorbed. I really want this to go up, but we'll see what happens. He just put 500 more orders down at 68.53. Who's doing this, dude? These are all buy orders, too. Take off. Come on. It's flashing. He's jigging his hook right now, waiting for the orders. I think he gets filled. I just hope that he doesn't create momentum when he does it. Nah, no class today. This is ES, yeah. And these are buy orders, so he could be short trying to get out, but the way he's flashing orders, it looks like he's trying to get in. I don't know. Can't really tell. Even if this trade were to fail, I would take this trade 10 times out of 10. I have faith in it, though. I like this setup. Just need to take off. VWAP is down there around where he's placing these orders, I think. Oh, no, VWAP's above us here. What is back down there? Nothing really. It's bouncing off that SMA above us. We need to just blow through that. It's going to hit these orders here at 53. The question is, does it create momentum when it does that? Come on, take off right here. He's trying so hard to get filled here at the 60. There it is. One more order here at 68.53 flat. So it's got 500 orders stacked right there. So it needed to hit that and then go up. There you go. Just absorb. Now go up. No momentum here. Pull back. No momentum here. Give a pullback. Strong pullback here. There we go. All right, now to the upside. Now to the upside. You're going the wrong way. You're not listening to me. And stop at 300. 10 times out of 10, I take that trade. Don't regret it at all. And those orders weren't on the book map when I placed the order. Part of the game. Yeah, that was one mini. Watch it go up now. All the orders cleared out. There you go, trading. I'll look at your message when I get off the stream here. Nah, I wouldn't enter yet. This isn't done dumping. This is weird because the book map isn't showing hardly anything below us here, and we're dumping to it. We're dumping into the oblivion. So this 15, I'd be surprised if it doesn't hold us, but we'll see. We'll see you tomorrow, man. String was on manual, not automatic. Okay. Setting, yeah, the bias or whatever. Did you get stopped out, Andrew? Yeah, it's all good. I'd take that trade every single time. If those orders had been on the book map when I placed, like prior to me placing that order, I definitely wouldn't have gotten into it. As soon as I got into that trade, those orders, 1,000 orders popped up underneath. So, you know, what do you do about that? I'd call it a day, anabolic. AM got patched, yeah. Yeah, I would take that every time, man. I mean, a $300 loss is not a big deal. Just if anybody got stopped out on that and they lost money, don't revenge trade. Take a walk, take a breath if you're feeling some sort of way about it. Not a huge deal. If you took that same trade, I honestly think that's a great trade to take. So. Would not be upset about it. About to make wouldn't recommend it. What I could have done is when we got into a little bit of profit there, I could have closed the trade with that 1,000 order being placed underneath us. But that, again, you know, just as easily could have just kept going. So I don't regret that. That's what you did, Randall? Yeah. Yeah, not a bad move. There you go. Tanner, I really wouldn't have done a whole lot different there. If that guy had had his orders placed prior to me taking the trade, I probably would have faded the trade and waited for those to get absorbed. But I put my trade in, and then right after that, he put all those orders in underneath me. So I could have closed the trade immediately, I guess, and waited. That might have been what I could have done. But overall, man, I don't regret. I don't think I did. I don't think I really did anything. I didn't break any rules. I didn't FOMO into a trade. I feel like I was very patient. So I don't regret anything about that, to be honest. I think it'd be bad if you now it's going up. Yeah, all the large orders are gone underneath us. So it still could dip, but this could be the move that we were looking for there before the stop out. Yeah, it's just skyrocketing now. Feel like you'll never get to my level of patience? Nah, man, you definitely get there. You'll definitely get there. Instantly went up. Yeah, it's like that sometimes, man. Don't let it get to you. Thinking of taking another trade? Maybe at some point. Not right now. I'm just letting price play out. One of my rules is you wait 15 or 20 minutes if you lose a trade. So probably wait longer than that. I mean, it's 11 o'clock. Might even wait until the PM session. You see on the right side of the chart, BCS, all these numbers on the right side. These are the limit orders stacked at each level, and then the orders that are coming in currently. You'll see it right where price currently is. You see 2, 1, 30, 30, 13. If they're lit up green or red, depending on the color, that's buy orders or sell orders. Yeah, stream the PM session? Maybe. I might make an exception today. We'll see. I have so much studying to do, man. I got a final tomorrow. It'll depend on how comfortable I feel with my with my progress on studying. As soon as I get off of here, which will be relatively soon, I'm going to eat some lunch and start studying. I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do. I appreciate that talk. Appreciate that, man. Well, that short that was called on, what was it, the 10 minute that somebody called out on the indicator, definitely played out, I think. Come on, go away. Not yet. Dang, so this still thinks we're going lower. $68.05, that'd be down to clean up these levels that I was talking about. I don't know if that's what we'll get, but we'll see. What's the book map look like? Market came down to 521. Dang, dude. It's playing games, man. I've lost 3K today. Please help. Turn your mouse off, dude. Throw it out the window. Seriously. Yeah, we took one L. Took a long off that 4-minute breaker. I think that you're over trading tremendously, dude. I think you got to get serious about trading. Less is more. Craig, yeah, it's perfect. It's always perfectly fine not to take a trade, man. I recommend going back to eval. Appreciate you being here, Zach. Have a great day, man. Call JP and Jamie. Let me call up. Is it Jamie Dimon? Den Senor, appreciate it, man. God bless you too. What's the indicator? It's PJ's indicator. You got to go to this link right here. Nope, not that one. I knew as soon as I closed this tab, I was going to need to send this again. Go to this link right here, and you can get it there. If you guys buy the link because or buy the indicator because you saw it on here, drop a comment on one of PJ's videos and tell them that I got you to buy it. I don't get anything from it, but I just think that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, call Powell, tell him to pump the markets up. That guy's annoying. Thoughts on why I didn't play? Kyle, because that big player came in underneath us. Right after I placed the trade, a guy came in with 1,000 orders right underneath where we were. Prices attracted to liquidity, so it held price down. Yeah, you can make that. It's almost 1K a year for the indicator, correct, but you can make that in a day easily. I want to see how it reacts off of this. Why not re-enter the trade? Why not? Or I want to see how it reacts off of these, the VWAP and the SMA here. Ducati, I missed your first comment. Oh, if you're Christian, no, dude, anybody can do that. Just got to get to that point. I did not use the indicator on that loss. Nope. That's why I always get off. I appreciate that, Coop. Have a good one, man. God bless you too. Hugo, that's why I always get off. If I take a trade and I win the first trade, I don't take another one. I feel like I end up in that position so many times where I end up break even on the day or down. Yo, you take a trade out the 1 minute, 5 minute. Depends. Just depends on the setup. Depends on the setup. Took short out of the 15 minute, the inverse of the downside right as you were long. Took discipline to take my setup. Hey, you end up playing out right there, I bet. Did you take full TP? You got in at the 1040 or the 1030, around there. I was waiting for price to tap the orb to get in, but I was like 1 point away. It shot up. It's okay. Hopped off your YouTube and you still find it. That's funny. Appreciate you guys sending all those gifts and the likes and stuff, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate the engagement. What's the A+ indicator called? It's called, it's a PJ Trades indicator. You can hit that link right there, and that's where it is. It's a form of an ICT indicator. My favorite Jack trader. Appreciate that, man. We'll see. I don't know. Bookmap is unclear at the moment. Usually there's a little more, it's a little more clear what it wants to do. Right now it's not very clear. This 15-minute gap's holding us up here. Still a lot of orders that just have come in down to 68.54, that same level that we've been battling with. So just gonna hold my horses. I get that. Yeah, I get that, Kyle. All right, Ty, take it easy, man. Sorry about that. Yeah, just hanging out, Taylor. He's waiting for something to present itself. Right now, there's not a whole lot. We'd be a couple $100 into profit right now if that trade hadn't gotten stopped out. About 250, 300 actually. Appreciate that, Evan. Appreciate you, man. Is that PJ's indicator? It is. Hey, God bless you, Kyle. Have a good day, man. Appreciate you being here. When are you getting off today? Probably in the next 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Nah, probably not. Okay, quick question about the time interval at the top. Minus the drop-down menu, how do I get it to be just across the top bar? Trying to figure out what you're talking about, Ace. Oh, you got to favorite the time that you want. Whatever time you favorite will show up on that. Stop reminiscing. It's okay. Hey, if I'd held that long yesterday that I took instead of making what I did make, I would have made a lot more. I think I made 300 per account. I would have made about 3,000 per account. Yeah, this level is a struggle right here. Keep bouncing off the VWAP. Am I going to stream PM? Maybe. Maybe. Did that do it, Ace? There's orders down to 68.50. Basically right where we got stopped out before. I mean, almost exactly where we got stopped out before. This is where we got stopped out. And that's where the orders die off again. Mostly buy orders. How did I see there was a big fish in the aquarium? Bookmap. I use level 2 data software. So this shows where the players are. You download it. You can click my affiliate link in my link tree. It'll take you to Bookmap's website. Yeah, it should be in my link tree. I'll send you the link tree here. And where is it? And it'll take you to Bookmap's website. You need Global Plus and you need CME data. Here's my link tree. Yeah, there's a link to it in the link tree. All right, guys, it's that time of the morning. I got to go eat. Got to start studying for this final I have tomorrow. But I'll be back on maybe in the PM. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how studying goes. Pete, appreciate you being here, man. Appreciate you being here, Randall. All you guys. Appreciate all the follows and the likes and the engagement. So the gifts too. You guys are awesome. Y'all take it easy. Have a good day. If you're green, call it a day, man. If you're red, don't make it worse. Talk, appreciate you, man. God bless you. Shower and eat. There you go, man. Did you take a trade? Yeah, Matthew, we got stopped out. Took a long right here and then got stopped out right here. It is gauged. It's PJ's indicator. Appreciate you guys. I got to roll, though. So you guys have a good day. Take it easy.